So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is 16th of January 2023 and today we are again discussing the insert interval, a new lead code question. Okay, so this is a daily question. So let me explain you what the question is saying. You have given an array of non-overlapping intervals. Okay, so where interval I is equals to start I and end I. So basically you are given this 2D vector, and in this 2D vector this one is the start and 3 is end. Like I'm giving you an example. Represent the start and the end of ith interval, and the interval is sorted in ascending order. So this is basically sorted in ascending order. Okay, you are also given an interval, a new interval, which is start and end. This new interval is also been given to us, which where this 2 is start and 5 is end. Okay, that represent the start and end. Insert new interval into these intervals. So we have to insert this interval between these intervals. Okay, between these intervals. Okay, such that intervals is still sorted in ascending order by start I, and intervals still does not overlap. Okay, so this question just wanted to say that basically what we have to do is we have to insert this interval, new interval between this interval. Okay, this new interval should be inserted between this interval so that there is no overlapping. Okay, and we have to basically merge these overlapping if possible, right? For example, in this case we have 1 3, we have 6 9, and new interval is 2 5. So what is the output? 1 5 and 6 9. How? Basically it checks like 1 3, is it between 2 and 5? Yes, because 2 and 3, see, this the starting is and the ending of this first interval. So this interval starting is in this thing. uh, Let me explain you basically. So what I'll do is I'll go to scaly draw. So when I'm just let's suppose this is one element, and what it is doing, it is like overlapping. This kind of a thing is happening. Okay, so this kind of a thing is happening, so it is overlapping it 3, and then this is 2. Okay, so we have to manage this in such a way like there is no overlapping. So what is the new like this one, and then we can take this 5. Okay, and then 6 and 9, no overlapping. uh, Now I'll discuss like the second example with you. For example, look at this case. Like we have 1 2 3 5 6 7, and this is 4 8. So uh, like see, we have this 1 2. Okay, so you can easily see that 1 2 doesn't make sense because it is less than this interval. It is less than 4. The ending of this is less than 4, and we have given this the interval is sorted in ascending order, so we have to take the advantage of it. Okay, so we can see that this 2 is less than 4, so there is no way that it will come in between. Okay, so it is less than this interval, so we'll include it into the answer. Okay, now we'll move to this 3 5. So you can easily see that this 5 is now overlapping with this part. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just make it basically I'll explain you. So this should be merged. Now again this should be merged, and this should be merged, because all of them are intervening in it, right? Because this is 8, and up till here, up till 8, basically it is overlapping with these intervals. So basically what we'll do, we'll make a bunch of it and we'll make it 3 10, and then this is this 12 16, it is greater than this element, so 12 16 is, you know, inserted into the answer. Now it is little bit confusing at this point, but now let's go to ScaleDraw and just I'll explain you how it is happening. So if I'll just explain you what's going on. So we have three cases, right? First case is what is the first case? Either the element is less than or either the element is greater. So basically interval is less. Okay, so if it is less than, just what you should do, you should insert into the answer. Insert into answer. Okay, this is the first case. कि yeah, my element is less than basically my interval is less than the new interval, so please insert it. Okay, what is the second case that you will get? The second case that you will get is the interval is greater. Okay, so if it is greater, what you will do, just insert it. Okay, insert the new interval in the answer. Why I'm saying new interval into the answer? Because we have to insert that also, na. It will come in between, and you will see it when I will like execute it. Okay, and make, and basically what you have to do, and make new interval, basically this array 0 1 as new interval. Okay, so this you have to do. Okay, this line could be little bit confusing to you, but I'll explain you. And the third case is that it's basically the interval is in between, interval in between. So if it is in between, what you have to do, you have to merge it. Okay, so for merging, you have to take one thing. For example, let's just go to this test case, and what I'll do, I have written all these things. Okay, so I have written this full algo, and I'll explain you. Okay, so if my element 1 and 2, how I'll check whether the arrays end. Okay, what is this 2? First of all, we're taking this element. If 2 is less than 3 time start, so we'll find no. If it is not less than this, basically it's less than this. Okay, not less than. If it is less than, so where we'll go, we'll go to yes condition, and we'll insert it into our answer as it is. So 1 and 2 will be inserted into our array. So let's just write this. Okay, so what will happen, 1 comma 2 will get inserted into the answer. Now again 3 5 will come. I'll check whether the array's end, this 5 is less than temp start, this 3, no. So we will see that here is this is in between, this is in between. Okay, so what I'll do, and this is not 3, this is 4. Okay, so what we'll see, first of all we'll see arrays end, this end is less than the temp start 4. No, it's greater, 5 is greater than 4. So what it will do, it will go to this no. Okay, again we'll check if it could be greater. This is for smaller, this is for greater. So we'll check, else if the array start is this 3 is greater than news end, basically news end, this one 3 is greater than 8, no, it's not greater. So what it will do, it will basically go to this no. Okay, then the thing is, change the new interval. We can't basically insert it now. We can't insert this one also, or we can't insert this one at this stage also, because we have to merge it. So this is a condition where we are going to merging it. We are at the third like step that we want. So for merging, what we'll do, we'll make a new interval, and in that new interval, that 0th part will become the minimum of new interval in the array 0. Okay, and the new interval 1, which is basically the ending part, will become the max of interval ending and the array ending. So what do I mean? For example, let's just see here. So when we go to this no at the end, what it will do, this new interval will change. So how it will get changed? So you can see that here is 3, here is 4. Which one is minimum? 3 is minimum. So change this part to minimum of both of this. That's what I have written. You can see here, change this 0th part to minimum of both of these. Okay, and what about this? This should be greater of both of these. So 8 is greater, so we don't have to change this at this point. So our cursor will move here. So when our cursor will move to this part, this 6 and 7, what it will see, it will see the first condition, arrays end, this is less than the temp start, no, it will go to no. It will see whether it is greater than, it will find that 6 7 is also not greater than this 3 8, because you can easily see that the array start 6, whether it is greater than this 8, no. So it will go to this no condition. Again the merger will happen. And how merger will happen? See, 6 and 3, which one is smaller? 3. Okay, so as it is. 7 and 8, which one is greater? 8. Okay, right? So we'll move ahead. In this condition also, this will fail. When the first condition will fail, we go to no. This condition will also fail because it is not greater. Basically, it's equal to this. Okay, so we'll go to the merger. So what will happen in the merge part? You can see now, 3 and 8, which one is shorter? 3. Okay, so as it is. 8 and 10, which one is greater? 10. So change this. So the new interval will become 310. Okay, so now the new interval is become 38. What I'll do, I'll go to this 1216. When I go to this 1216, I'll see in the first case only, like arrays end, this end, is it less than the temp start? It is less than the temp start. No, so it will go to no. It is not smaller, so we'll check whether it is greater than this new interval. So we'll see, else if array of start, which is 12, is greater than 10. Yeah, it is greater than 10. So what we'll do, insert the new interval into that answer. So immediately as you find, what you will do, you will just insert it. Okay, so I'll insert 3 comma 10 into this answer array that I am making, this one. And what's the next move? Make the next interval is equal to array I0. In this case, just make it 12, and this one is basically 16. Okay, correct. So what's the next take? Next take is just go to this 17 and 20 and check. This condition will fail because it is not smaller. This condition will come, it is greater. Yeah, you can see that 17 is greater than 16. It will again go, and we have to insert 12 16 into our answer. So what we'll do, we'll insert first of all 12 comma 16 into the answer. So 12 comma 16 into the answer. And what's the next take, like what is the next step? Make this like this thing, make this as a new interval. So what's our new interval again? Which is 17 and 20. So after this, you can see that we have traversed our whole array and we'll come out of the array, and still we have this new basically element, new interval. So this interval is the largest element. So at the end of the whole array, what we have to run, we have to push back the new interval at the end. So this is an extra step that we have to do. So what I'll do, I'll insert this 17 comma 20 into my answer variable. So you can see that 1 2 3 10 12 16 and 17 20 is my answer. So I hope you get the question. Let's just go to the code part, and I'll explain you what is the code and like how I coded it up. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to make a vector answer. Okay, so a vector of int, and this is our answer. Again, what I'll do, I'll make a for loop, and inside that for loop I'll make the iteration into what, iteration into the intervals. Okay, and inside that, first, what is the first condition? Like interval is smaller, so interval is smaller. Okay, so if that happens, so if my it is what, you can see that if my it is check end. So if end means 1, if my it 1 is less than what, my this my temp start. So temp is basically this new interval. So new interval 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 0. Okay, so if this is the case, just push back answer or just ans dot push back what, you have to push back it. Okay, so whole the thing is, vector is being pushed into my answer vector. Okay, now second is the case, interval is greater. Okay, so if the interval is greater, else if condition is there. So in this condition, what we are checking, you can see that arrays of start and newns of end. Array of start, so what is my array start, which is it of start means 0. If it is greater, then what, my new interval this thing end. Okay, new intervals end, so end is 1. So what you have to do, you have to do two things. I have told you. First of all, just push back the answer. Push back into the answer. What you have to push back? You have to push back the new interval. Okay, push back what? New interval. New interval. So you can push back the new interval, and what you have to make? You have to make the new interval as it. Okay, so this step will increase it, basically, that I have shown you. Okay, so it is important, and this step is important. Okay, so else, what's the next case? In this case, just do one thing. What you have to do? Okay, why this is not working? Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so in this else case, what you have to do is, basically go here, and in this, the new interval, we have to do a merger. In this merger, what we have to do? You have to do the new interval 0 is equals to minimum of what? Minimum of new interval of 0 and it of 0, comma it of 0. So I hope you get this point. And similar step is for increasing the maximum part, basically the ending part. So new interval of 1 is equals to max of what? Both these new interval of 1 and it of 1. And at the end step, I have told you that in the end, what you have to do? After coming out of this for loop, you have to push back. Answer dot push back. You have to push back the new interval, new interval. Okay, so that's it. What we have to do? We have to return the answer. This is the whole and soul question. Let me just run it so that we can have a better understanding. Okay, let me go. It's not come on, it's not playing. Actually, I have to refresh. Okay, so I'll copy paste this code, and I'll refresh first. See, here is my console. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just run it. Show me. Here we have. So directly we can submit, or else we have to run first, so that we don't have an error. But absolutely not, it's been accepted. So I hope you like the video, you like the approach. Just remember this, okay, and you will get the whole question. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel. We'll meet in the next video tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.